Howdy, everybody. Hope everybody's having a fabulous Saturday night. Coming to you from somewhere USA. And this production is brought to you by This Could Be You Production Studios. So hope everybody is getting by, survived the candy rush of Halloween. And it's I know different parts of the country have been pretty cold, even in the region I've been in. Today it's changed dramatically. It was actually like 79 or 80 degrees today, and that was a change. I mean, it's good in a way and bad in a way. Last night it was easier to sleep without discomfort, and now the daytime has become miserable because of the heat and the lack of proper working air conditioning in the van. But I've been killing some time during the day. I have a couple of things to. There's a lot of these big old trees that drop these acorns or whatever they are, some kind of nut. And hey, what's up, Jason Jones? I saw you're Harry, so you're now Jones. Just trying to stay vertical. Things haven't been going too well. I'm not going to lie to you. This is way worse than I thought it was going to be. I knew it wasn't going to be great, but it's definitely way worse than I thought. And I'm wondering if I put my shirt on backwards. I may have put the shirt on backwards. If I did, it's par for the course. So, a reminder: the clocks go back tonight. All your devices, like your cell phones and stuff, will automatically reset the time. I do believe we gain an hour's sleep. And hey, Mr. Jones, calm down. It's my show, not your show. I'm going to tell you about that shortly. So that's been very depressing. Had to do something today that broke my heart, and I don't understand why this whole. I can't divulge too much, but let's just say I sold my only passion in life just to stay alive another week or two. Hopefully it's longer than that, but that's that. I was given some money to relocate to this region, and that took longer than it was supposed to. Had to make a couple trips, had a 1 week wait in between, which depleted some funds and stuff like that. But that money could have been desperately needed prior. And I have to really protect myself on what I say. But I will say the person that this person has turned my world upside down. So last night I boondocked at that Waffle House place I was telling you about, and it was just like all the other nights. Temperature was better. There was less noise, but it's weird. The trash removal came at like way early. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning. It wasn't even like 3:30 or 4:30 in the morning. But so that's kind of noisy, but it is what it is, right? So I've been exploring a little bit today, trying to find a new place. I don't want to wear out my welcome at any one place. I was sitting here doing some research, and I got a phone call. I finally got the job interview scheduled, and that's going to be Tuesday. The manager was talking to me. Once again, sounds like it's a done deal. As expected, I don't think they want to pay me what I know I'm worth. Hopefully it's not too insulting. Uh, so not only do I have at least a week delay on income, it sounds like the pay is going to be lower than I know I'm worth. And actually, I'm worth more than what I asked for. I just try to go with the region. But so that part was good. I was able to get these devices hooked up again. It's kind of sweaty. I have the van off right now. It's saying it's 69 degrees out. I'm underneath a tree, but it's still kind of hot inside, believe it or not. But so the manager talked like it was pretty much a done deal. Just we got to figure out what we're going to pay you. And he said, you might be able to get it. He said, I've never seen anybody get that amount. But, talk to Kevin, is this general manager for this chain. And so I'm hoping that goes favorable. I have some ideas. Tell me what you guys think about this. Generally, an interview is you try and sell yourself based on the questions they ask you, and their offices are upstairs on the second floor. And I'm going to try and ask them, and I don't know if this is good or bad, but I don't think it could be too bad. But I'm going to ask them if we can take part of the interview to the floor, and I can walk around and show some of my my merchandising skills and talents and a retailing ability, something different that they've probably never ever been asked for before an interview. So before we get to the pay, I want to take my talents to the floor. And there's one thing, you see those big 4x4, almost looks like a cross, but it holds your mailbox on it. I noticed this one thing in their store, but when you hear what I have to say, it could almost step on the toes of the manager. I really don't want to start off that way, but I have a couple ways I could suggest an improvement to something I noticed. So they have real narrow. Some people may know what a gondola is, and they're shorter bases, but they have that T-post that you would put your mailbox on, anchor it to, but it's sticking out in the aisle, I kid you not, by like a foot at the beginning of the aisle at eye level. So to me, that's an injury waiting to happen. It could be a legitimate injury or someone faking it, but to me, that's a major problem. That should never been allowed to happen. So what they do in this store, since it's a decent sized store, but it's still mom and pop like kind of mentality. When you go down the aisle, it's not an opening to a crossway. It's a dead end. On this one side of the store, it's a dead end. So the two suggestions I'm going to propose to them, and tell me what you think about this. Hopefully they're not watching. Ooh boy, that would be funny. But just reverse the planogram. So now you have that protruding 4x4 T-post, whatever you want to call that, the mailbox mount on the back end of the aisle where there is no traffic coming through. So just reverse the planogram, right? That was suggestion number one. That was actually my thought number two. And then the other one was move it to an end cap. The end caps are wider. The end caps are probably 3 or 4 feet wide. I haven't measured it yet. I can take a look at the floor tiles. Usually they're 12-inch tiles, and I can figure it out real quick. But do the mailbox display on the end cap. And this is the reason why I thought this would be a really good idea. You could make a really cool end cap all about mailboxes and themes, and have some, hopefully there's some people on staff that are very crafty and can do nice displays. And I thought about doing an end cap. Mail your letters to Santa here, right? So your end cap is all mailbox oriented, and then you have maybe like a red mailbox, or you have it with bows or whatever. So the local kids can mail their letters to Santa, and then somebody from the staff can reply as Santa and do something like that. So what do you guys think about that suggestion? Do you think it would float? Would it insult them? My biggest fear is that the general manager is going to like it, but the manager is going to look like he probably should have known that's a safety hazard. So if you have any input or feedback on that, let me know. But those are some of the things I want to just show that I have some knowledge, some awareness, maybe some of the signage. I tell you what, they do a really good job. They jam a lot of stuff in their store. There's a lot of really cool stuff. And my biggest fear is I, at my age, you've had to deal with tools over time, and I've had a little experience with plumbing, mostly with a plunger. No, I'm just kidding. But electrical is definitely not my strong point because of my color vision, but I understand what a receptacle is and what wire nuts are and all that stuff. So that part, yeah, I can, I can get by. I know how to communicate with people and do those type of things. So that would be really really cool. Um, I don't know. I just want to be noticed and be different and take part of the interview to the sales floor, because that's technically the position I have applied for. So just I don't know. I only really noticed that one thing, but I'm usually really observant when it comes to retail and signage and pricing and stuff like that. I have yeah, exactly. That's basically how I was going to approach it there, Jason. I'm going to read his comment in case you guys haven't seen it. He says, "I like the idea, and you start out killing them with compliments, then bring it up as an improvement instead of just coming out saying there's safety issues." And I agree. I mean, that's obviously what I would try and do. I'm just worried about stepping on the toes of the manager. You know what I mean? Because when the general manager's not there, I got to deal with this other guy that I may have just made look not so good. And that's not really my intention, but I'm going to try and phrase it like, hey, what's the possibility we could reverse this planogram? Instead of from front to back, we do it from back to front and just flip this to make it a safer situation and stuff like that. So I think if I can present it that way, if they accept it that way, I think it could be positive, get me noticed, and maybe I can get the amount of money I'm asking for. Trust me, I'm not backing up the armored car or anything. It's just I already knew, like, it's cheaper to live up here with cost of fuel and housing. I'm not going to have housing for a long time, folks. I can tell you that right now. But not unless something else happens. But the I had a feeling the pay was also going to be in the same ratio to the cost of living. But so I'm going to tell you something that I put some stuff online for sale that I did not want to do. It was a desperation move. And hold on a second. I just saw a truck go by. It's going to make, but I'm in a Lowe's parking lot doing my thing here, trying to scout out new locations. I'm using their Wi-Fi. I have almost all full bars. So that's good. That's encouraging. But I posted some stuff for sale on Marketplace in this region where I am in the panhandle of Florida. And all of a sudden, boom, I was getting all kinds of notifications. A lot of people were interested, but I used an old picture where I used to set up in Alva, Florida, and people thought I was set up like that. that it was a current, it's like, no, this is an older picture, but I have everything in my storage unit, blah, blah, blah. And a couple people were showing some good interest, but it's like they're working on their own time schedule, and to pull everything out of the storage unit is not easy. 4 or 5 totes, rods everywhere, rod racks in the back of the storage unit. So it's a little bit of a process. Then this one guy says, he goes, yeah, he seemed really interested, and we were working out of time. Yesterday, his timeline didn't work. He had shut off his phone or whatever. And then when he turned it on, it was late at night. So we agreed to meet this morning. But he sends me a message last night. Tell me if this is weird or not. I think it's weird. He says, yeah, Gary, a real nice, sincere message. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. This was weird. To me, it was weird. It was cool. I mean, it was very cool. Oh, wait, it's not that, but I'll find it here, folks. But somehow the gentleman has been watching my YouTube channel. He either did a lot of research or, hold on, it's not this guy. Hold on. Here it is. So I'm going to read this to you. So we were talking back and forth. So this guy, his name is Patrick. I know I do have a follower to the channel. His first name is Patrick. I don't think it's the same guy because his profile picture did not look like the guy I met. But this is what the guy says. He's like, we talked about a meeting, and he goes, sounds great, sir. I'll see you then. Additionally, we're sorry to hear about your mother's condition, and though we don't know her, she will be in our prayers. If anything comes up and you need to reschedule, just let me know. Regards, Patrick and Teresa. So I was like, how does this guy know? He's like really did a lot of research or something, or unless it's the same Patrick that's been following the channel, who I think is from this region somewhere at times, but didn't look like anything like the other guy. So tell me what you think about that. That was, it was nice to see a nice positive message, but it was almost eerie. Like, how do they know? As people just putting Milton, Florida in there for YouTube or whatever, and he had seen, I don't know. It's just kind of weird, but so that's that. I'm just reminding everybody tomorrow on JJ Drones at JJ Drones channel. It's all one word. They're going to be discussing Secret Santa and how you can participate, how they're going to structure it, how they're going to run it, and what you can expect, not expect, or what have you. And they're going to share all that. And hopefully they update Wreaths Across America. I'm sure they will. That's another really cool thing that's being done. At this point in time, I would like to participate in Secret Santa. This could be the second year running that I don't. Just because of P.O. box issues and monetary amounts. I don't want to be a lower class citizen, only being able to participate in the lower tier. But I know that's a fun event. It was done very well last year. It was well received. I think with now that people have somewhat got a taste of what that's about, I think it's going to be very successful again. Usually when Jason and Ted get together, it does become a nice production. Man, what else am I forgetting to tell you guys? Yeah, the campground. When you go to use the shower facilities, it is so daggone cold in there. There is like no heat in there. So I fire up the shower, turn on the heat, the hot water, And yeah, so it's it's a change. So the one thing I just checked out, just because I had some time to kill, was there's a KOA campground right down the road that actually I was always led to believe that they're kind of expensive, but the pricing I saw online looked pretty reasonable. At the state parks, because I was living in this thing, I didn't use any electricity. I was just considered a tent camper. If that's the same deal down there, like 4 or 5 miles down the road at the KOA, I might be in good shape, because they're showing that they have like a big like a kitchen area, common kitchen area, cable TV, showers, and all this stuff. So if I can spend a little bit more and get a lot more to be more comfortable and stuff like that, actually be able to cook, or just, I'm really, this is the greedy side of me, I guess, or I really want to have a motel, sleep like a normal person on Thanksgiving, have something to be thankful for, and be able to actually get groomed, relax, watch some NFL football. There's now that this time of year, on Thanksgiving nowadays, they have 3 NFL games. I think 2 are on major networks. I think the other one's like an NFL Network. So I don't know if a local motel would have the NFL Network, but that, and then it would be really nice to have a motel room on Christmas, just for the same reason. Apparently this year there's a lot of football games on Christmas, so that would be pretty cool, and even Christmas Eve. So that's that. So chances are I would not be working on Thanksgiving or Christmas. High probability, if I get this job at this hardware store, they may open early on Black Friday, which would be the day after Thanksgiving. So if they open up at 5 or 6, something crazy, then, you know, it, it'll be an offset, I guess, but that's something I'm just trying to literally just, I'll be ecstatic if I can make it to Thanksgiving without my credit being destroyed. And then just trying to keep my van payment, trying to keep my insurance up. It's just a lot to worry about. And it's, if I can work 8 or 9 hours a day, keep me busy, then it'll keep me from spending money. When you're literally just driving around from place to place, just trying to find shade or air conditioning or food, or go to a laundromat or whatever. So tomorrow's probably going to be my laundromat day. I don't like doing that. I've really tried to refrain from spending money, but I've not really done too well at times. But it was encouraging. I was sitting here, just really depressed, and then the phone rang and I got the interview. So if everything goes well on Tuesday, hopefully they will start me right away on Wednesday. So that would give me Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, hopefully at least 4 days. I don't know what their work week is. If it starts on Sunday, I know there's going to be a training period with a guy. I don't know how long that is. I don't know if it's a day or 2 or 3 days, a week, 2 weeks, or whatever. But I'm assuming that guy either works Monday through Friday or Tuesday through Saturday or something like that. But I need to get, if possible, I would love to get 4 days. That would really help. And then most likely their pay period is not until the following Friday. Fingers crossed it's not bi-weekly pay. I don't know, but I just thought I'd pop in and talk to you guys. And I'm still alive. I'm still out here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm hating life. I'm really hating life. And it's just it's all about time. And when it got down to 35 and 36, you guys that live up north and you're indoors in a house and you have heat and all that stuff, it's not that big a deal. I've been there before too. But when you're in a van that's not airtight, can't run the van all night long, um, it gets really chilly, especially when you have to get out from under the covers to tinkle, and then you're exposed to the cold air around you. And so basically, I, I just sorry, some homeless guys walking by, chit chatting on the phone. But yeah, it can get cold, and we're going to have some nights that we're going to be in the 20s. I guarantee you that. And I really don't want to. I don't want to be a part of that. It's going to be hard to get up and go to work and be energized and clean and stuff like that. So it's just right now I'm just on borrowed time. But just wanted to pop in, say hi to everybody. Here's another thing I want to share with you guys, just to let you guys know. I watched. I was able to get some reception last night where I was boondocking at the Waffle House and McDonald's area, and I watched. I would say 90% of a live that Rita from Rita's Roost did, and she had a friend of hers who's an author on there. It was an amazing, amazing interview. The lady is so cool. She has published like 8, 9, 10 books, probably more. And her information is just, I don't even want to, just please find time to go watch Rita's Roost, her live from last night, and you're going to love it. It was really, really inspirational. This lady is, her common sense and her focus and her attention to detail is off the charts. And I do encourage you guys to go watch that. So when you get a chance, remember Reads Across America is coming up. Secret Santa's coming up. Thanksgiving's coming up. Tomorrow's daylight savings time. Supposedly we gain an hour of sleep. So that's going to be a little change for some people. And what else? I've not yet heard from my mother. I'll probably try and call her soon, see if I'm granted permission to talk to my own mother, see how that works this time. But so that's it, folks. Just popping in. I know there was no notice. It was, can I get reception here? I'm like really nervous with vehicles because I'm always worried it's somebody saying, "Hey, you can't set up here," or kick you out and stuff like that. That's one of the things that sucks about doing what I'm doing. There's some people don't want you around, even though I'm not littering or doing anything bad, but sometimes it gives the police an opportunity to mess with you, check on you, whatever, and that's not real pleasant, especially if you're in your tidy whities and you're just trying to get some Z's. Then you have to get up and talk to the popo. So I always try and find strategic places, and like right now, this Lowe's looks like it would be a really cool place. I don't know if they have nighttime security here or not. Right behind me is an IHOP. The IHOP tonight it closes at midnight, opens at 5 or 6 in the morning. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm trying to find new places. I may try the Walmart up the street. I know a lot of people do that. That one's kind of wide open. I don't know. I did see one corner that I might be able to get away with it, but by the same token, I don't want anybody knocking on my window in the middle of the night or anything like that. But all right, folks, just wanted to say hi to everybody. When you get a chance, support Shade Tree America as well. It's another good channel. I think he may have something coming out tomorrow. My crystal ball tells me there may be something. Not sure if it's tomorrow or not. Breeze Across America, all those good things. A lot of good channels out there. When you get a chance, start recommending more channels so more people can follow those channels. Matter of fact, Shade Tree America was at $4.99 the last time I checked. That was yesterday. He's almost to 500, unless it happened overnight or today. So that would be another one. If you can boost Chris from Shade Tree America to 500, and there's a lot of other people out there. Matter of fact, usually I'm pretty good at doing the shorts. I just haven't been motivated to do anything real, not real energized, but I'm close to 125,000 views since I started this channel. So probably right under 1,000. So one good short video would put me to 125,000. Maybe I'll come up with something creative tomorrow to get me to that plateau, but I'm kind of excited. When I started this journey, I never really thought about views, or I just thought about videos and can I do it right? Is anybody going to watch? And now that I have a better understanding, like 125,000 for a small channel like me, I think is pretty good, doing okay. So it's all about the views, is what I hear. It's not about the subscribers, how many views you get. So with that, I'm tapping out, and talk to you guys another time. And remember, folks, always know your legal limits, and try and help the homeless when you can. Any homeless people. It's that time of year.